You know, I pay attention on social media, like to the comments and stuff, and there are so many people that don't believe in God. And one theme I've noticed amongst them is that they're angry. They're angry and they're almost like maniacal. Like when they talk about how God isn't real, it's like they're angry and they want to make sure that you don't believe, because I'll tell you what's really wrong with them. Someone hurt them and probably was a religious person or had something to do with an injustice that they saw that was never made right, and they held on to it and they blamed God. And so now they take the Bible or the crucifixion of Jesus or whatever, and then they tear it apart. Well, if God were real and he made himself and then he crucified himself, and they're not even real arguments. One person told me it was math. It wasn't math. Their inability to forgive that was getting in the way of them having faith. If you don't believe in God and you don't believe in a creator, you should really ask yourself why that is. And I would caution you here too. What do you lose by believing in God and following the principal teachings of Christ if it ends up not being true at death? You would have become a better person. But if you don't believe, and it is true because it is, and then you figure that out at death, now what? Now you've lost a whole lot. Now you've lost eternity, right? Faith is believing before you see. It is a requirement of believing in creation, because creation is frequency. It's the fifth dimension. This is physical reality where you can see things, but the fifth dimension is still reality, and it's woven into the third dimension. So you need to have faith. You need to forgive. People can never be punished if you never forgive and release their sin into the karmic cycle. So if you just hold on to it and just say, well, God's not real, there's no such thing as justice and any of those things, rights or wrongs are never righted or anything like that, or made right, well, then in your life, that becomes your reality. Don't close yourself off to creation. Stop trying to disprove that God isn't real, and maybe just have some faith and see for yourself if God is real without intellectualizing everything, and use your damn Holy Spirit, which was endowed to you from creation. That's what your nervous system houses, right? It's an electrical charge. So stop using your mind to intellectualize everything. Have faith. Then you will know. Then the logic will make sense after that when it comes to divinity.